Hey, Mommy, can you hand me that? The vinegar over there?
I can't.
I'm trying to get these measurements like just right. If you could just hand me that, that would be perfect.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Come on, you're supposed to be my partner here.
Is that what you want?
No, not even a little. The vinegar right there, like the thing right in front of you. Could you hand me that?
I gotta FaceTime some friends to show them the awesome science project. Oop, FaceTime. Gotta call them.
Dude, really? You're supposed to be helping me with this project.
Says
you are not calling
Says the one who's getting a phone
You're
call.
not calling me right now. Give me. Can you please give me the vinegar right now?
Teachers say no phones in class. And your phone's ringing.
I'll just do it by myself then, I guess.
Huh? I think you did it wrong.
I guess we'll see.
You're not picking up. I should leave a voicemail.
How about, like, did you even see our project?
Yeah, it fizzed and then went back down.
And what part of that did you help with?
I gave you more support. But I do have to go walk my fish. So I will see you after school.
I'm pretty sure that's not how teamwork works.
Is this what God is calling us to do? When someone asks for help and they really need it, should we really just say no? Or does God call us to help that person out? In this situation, would you help the person? Or would you just kind of sit there and make an excuse on why you're too busy to help that person? Welcome back, you guys. So I hope you guys have had a great week. And I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. And I hope you guys enjoyed that last kind of clip that me and Vanessa did. And Vanessa, how did you feel how did you feel during the situation when I wasn't helping you?
It was a little frustrating. You know, if it's something that you're supposed to do with someone else and they are blatantly refusing to help you, I would say that's frustrating and maybe even a little upsetting.
Yeah, that's tough. I'm sorry you had to deal with that. But I got another question for you. Yeah. Do you think God calls us to be a team, or does He call us to be individual? An individual. Yeah.
That's a good question. I think that, you know, God made the world. He made all the people in it, and if He wanted us to be on this journey alone, I think He probably wouldn't have made all these extra people, right? Because everything God does is very intentional. He always has a plan, whether we can see it or not. And so by putting all of these people in the world, by making communities and making families, I would have to assume that He meant us to do this walk of life together with other people, as a team, as with a partner, you know, however you want to look at it.
Yeah. So I'm going to move us on to our first scripture of the day. Yep, first scripture of the day. 1 Corinthians 12:17-20. If the whole body were an eye, where would be the sense of hearing? If the whole body were an ear, where would be the sense of smell? But as it is, God arranged members in the body, each one of them, as He chose. If we are a single member, where would the body be? As it is, there are many parts, but yet one body. So, like, when you think about that verse, or like you hear it, what do you think of?
Well, it sounds to me like it's talking about a couple things there. You know, it says talking about different parts of the body. So obviously when God made us, like, He intended us to use all of those parts to function in everyday life. And then as a greater picture, I think you could look at, you know, our church or our community as a body of people, and so each person in the community has their own purpose or their own place in the plan, the greater plan.
Yeah, I love that explanation. So in my Bible, I have a study Bible. You can get one at the church, and you can get a regular Bible. So if you need a Bible, you can contact me or Vanessa, and we'll be gladly to hand one to you. So in it says, under like the notes, it says, one key theme in these chapters in 1 Corinthians, is the unity in the midst of diversity. And what that kind of means is, like,
being a team in different situations. Like me and Vanessa, we kind of did like a school thing where like we're in school and we had to be a team there. And if you look at like cities or towns and government, they have to be somewhat of a team to function there too. So there's kind of different little diversity that you need to be a team in.
I like it. Are we ready for our next verse?
We are ready for our next verse.
Alright, chapter 4, verses 9 and 10. So it says, 2 are better than 1 because they have a good reward for their toil. For if they fall, one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him who is alone when he falls and has not another to lift him up. So I feel like this is pretty basic there. I mean, like we've kind of talked about already, you know, the whole title of the lesson is Teamwork Makes the Dream Work. So if you have, you know, your 2 people, if something happens to one person, whether it be something bad or something good or just anything in general that they need help with, if you have that second person, you have someone there to help you, to support you. If you're all by yourself, then you have no options. What are you supposed to do?
Yeah, I love that. So when I was looking like to put this lesson together, I saw this really cool thing that says, a wise man will help someone and not try to be first. So I think that's cool that like a wise person will be there and help the person, and that's being a team instead of trying to go on their own. And I like to use the analogy of if you ever been to IKEA or ever bought something from IKEA, they give you this stuff and then they like give you kind of the tools to do it, but sometimes you don't need all the tools, and sometimes you need different tools. Like if you're putting a couch together, you might need somebody to help you. So your tool might be to ask someone to help you. And that's teamwork.
There you go.
So, want to get on to the questions?
Alright. So, we have some questions for you guys to think about this week, and we'll talk about them more later. The first question we have here, if I can get my paper to hold still. What are some things you are struggling with and wish someone would help you with? And then the next one, what does teamwork mean to you? Or what can it do for you? And then we have, do you feel like you let people help you, or do you rather do it by yourself? Are you someone that naturally goes towards teamwork, or naturally someone that prefers to do things on their own? Do you feel like you make excuses a lot when someone tries to help you or when someone asks you for help? And finally, who are some people that you feel like you can go to when you do need help? So those are some good thoughts to think about this week as we go through the week, and then when we meet up later this week on our Zoom call. So if you guys could kind of keep those in the back of your mind, we'll be talking about them again later. And hopefully this lesson helped you to kind of visualize that a little better and give you some ideas on how teamwork may be beneficial for you and how it's something that's important for each and every one of us and how God meant that for us.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
That's right.
Yeah!